What is up, internet? It's your boy Tinku, and I don't care how new this series is, it needs an anime ASAP because this manga is just, I'm telling you, it's so great. And I know there's only like 2 volumes released so far, but it needs to be an anime ASAP because it's that good. So today we're going to be talking about Dandadan. That's his actual name, Dandadan. Dandadan. I hope I pronounced that right. This is a manga I discovered just browsing stuff and just randomly doing things, and normally it wouldn't be my cup of tea, but it comes highly recommended from a lot of people that I know, so I checked it out and it is amazing. It revolves around a high school girl whose name is Momo Ais, and she believes in the occult, yokai, things like that, ghosts, goblins, that kind of thing. She is a typical high school girl with very high standards. She's in a very manly men. And the way you introduced her, she's the very first panel, she's breaking up with her boyfriend, and she's kind of just like, a very tough girl stereotype deal. She feels sorry for a kid that's getting picked on that has no friends one day, named Ken Takakura. She kind of steps in for him, and he has no friends, never been talked to, or anything like that. And this, for some reason, sparks Takakura to talk to her. And they start talking. And Takakura, whose nickname is Okarun, there's a reason for that, so I'm just going to call him Okarun. So Okarun is into aliens, sci-fi, things like that. And their friendship kind of sparks off because they're arguing. He doesn't believe in ghosts and she doesn't believe in aliens. So they decide that they're going to test each other. He sends her to a famous spot for UFO sightings, and she sends him to a yokai spot for like ghost sightings and things like that. Well, it turns out they're both right. And through these the little challenges to each other, they end up becoming closer because she awakens her powers as a shaman, somebody who exercises ghosts and things like that, and he gets power as well, which I don't want to ruin how he ends up getting power, but it's very interesting and very funny at that. Saikyo is Ais's grandma, and so you think like this elderly lady like that, but she really looks really young, and she's also a spirit medium that can exercise ghosts, stuff like that. So that's how you know that Ais, or Momo as they call her, is awakens her spiritual power. She kind of helps train them both now. The big standout about this is the art. The art is amazing in this book. It is really good, really detailed, and the stories, think like aliens versus ghosts versus humans with powers, and how they get the powers and how they're intermingle. It's very, very interesting and very, very cool. And then you also have the fact that they have a friendship, and the reason why Okarun was nicknamed Okarun is because his name, Ken Takakura, is the name of a famous actor, a very stern, tough-looking, manly, famous actor that Aisi is in love with, basically idolizes. So she's like, you look like such a whip, you're a nerd with glasses, you can't compare to his image, so I'm just going to call you Okarun. But then they come to very good friends and things develop and things like that, so that kind of happens. And there's a little bit of teen angst in there. They throw in a little bit of the high school stuff, like he wants to talk to her because they're friends, but he doesn't want to embarrass her in front of her friends, things like that, and vice versa. And she doesn't give AF. She just goes for it. She doesn't care. And so there's one more character to introduce, and it's Aria Shiatori. And Shiatori is the school idol. But she somehow gets awakened to this world as well through circumstances and declares herself the savior of the world because she's so cute, and the school idol, this must have been a gift from God for her to save the world, and she thinks that Ais is a demon, and so they kind of get mixed up and everything like that. And she also develops a crush on Okarun. So, that part's very, very funny because they're kind of competing for his affection now a little bit. And it's really funny, this nerd that never had any friends, never had anything like that, suddenly had these 2 girls vying for his attention. And it's just hilarious because Shiatori doesn't know how to woo men or know anything about men. And her mom's not in her life, and her only experience she has is from reading her dad's magazines from his special library. So she's twisted as far as how to get men and how to do things as far as romantic relationships go. So it's just hilarious. I would definitely read this. It definitely deserves an anime. For one, the art style is amazing. 2, the whole yokai versus aliens versus human aspect is great. The fights are great. The aliens have different powers, of course. They're technologically advanced, while the supernatural has supernatural powers to see technology versus supernatural clash. Very interesting, drawn very well. and just the inner relationships of like these three high school teens have to survive in this world that they're just thrust into because of a dare, and the fact that their hobbies end up becoming real with each other and they grow closer together and such. It's such a great story. So, you guys tell me what you guys think. You guys think I'm crazy? Do you think, hey, maybe we should hold off on this till it's a little longer? I don't know. I think we should get an anime right away, but that's just me. Tell me in the comments down below on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Don't forget to like the channel, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, watch the videos, all that good stuff. And of course, if you like this type of content, I have plenty on this channel. I'll have Editor Senpai toss them up in the corners. And remember, if you can't trust the random fat guy you met on the internet, then who can you trust? And everybody have an awesome day.